My dad promised I'd never feel abandoned again. Then he built a new family right in front of me and forgot I was still there. My parents split when I was 9. For 2 years, I bounced between apartments and moods and school systems until my mom took a job offer across the country. She asked if I wanted to go with her. I chose my dad. He was my person. Always had been. For 8 months, it was just the two of us. He coached my baseball team even though he knew nothing about baseball. He made real Saturday breakfasts, eggs, toast, cut fruit, and we watched movies until midnight on school nights. He sat in tiny plastic chairs at every parent-teacher conference and took notes on his phone. For the first time in years, I actually felt like I could breathe. Then, he met Dana. I wanted to like her. I genuinely tried. She was careful and polite and asked about school in that rehearsed way adults do when they're auditioning for your approval. Then she brought her son Marcus, and everything shifted so quietly, I almost didn't notice until it was already different. Marcus was 12, same as me. He was loud and comfortable in rooms the way I never was, and Dana lit up every time he walked in. Dad started lighting up too. They went to Marcus's soccer games on weekends. Dad bought a book about the sport, actually found one, bought it, read it so he could follow along. I watched all of this from the edge. When Dana moved in after the wedding, Marcus got the bigger bedroom because he had more stuff. I carried boxes and didn't say anything. I set the table without being asked. I was trying to be easy, low maintenance, the kind of kid who doesn't cost anything emotionally. My grades started dropping by January. I couldn't sleep. I'd lie in bed and hear the three of them laughing at something on TV, that easy family-shaped sound, and feel like I was pressing my face against a window. The breaking point was my spring orchestra concert. I'd been playing cello for 3 years. This was my first real solo, 45 seconds in the middle of a piece, but mine. I practiced until my fingers ached. I told Dad the date 6 weeks ahead. He wrote it on the kitchen calendar. He said, I wouldn't miss it for anything. That afternoon, Marcus twisted his ankle at soccer practice. Not broken. Not serious. Dana was at work. Dad drove him to urgent care. I sat on stage in a gymnasium that smelled like floor wax and checked the audience 3 times before I stopped looking. He wasn't there. My 45 seconds came and went. I played it fine. Nobody who loved me heard it. He sent a text afterward. Marcus needed me. So sorry. So proud of you. I didn't respond. That night I was in the hallway when I heard him on the phone with my uncle. I know. But Dana's kid was hurt and I had to be there. Noah's resilient. He handles things. He's always been the easy one. Resilient. Like missing the things that mattered to me was fine because I'd survive it anyway. I stopped trying after that. I gave one-word answers at dinner. I skipped a family outing and said I had homework. My baseball coach called Dad in because I'd been distracted and disengaged for months. The school counselor pulled me in for a routine check-in. I didn't last 5 minutes before I told her everything. The concert, the text, what I overheard in the hallway. She didn't look surprised. She just said, "That sounds really painful, Noah," and meant it. She called my dad. He picked me up that afternoon and didn't say anything until we were parked in front of the house. Then, I missed something that mattered, and what I said to your uncle was wrong and unfair. He turned to look at me. You are not easy to lose. You are not someone who just handles things. I got confused about where I needed to be, and I'm sorry. It took months to feel normal again. We started having breakfast together alone on Sunday mornings. Just us. No phones, no plans. He came to every remaining game that season and stood where I could see him. He hasn't missed a single thing since.